Welcome to Spirit Messages, a new platform. Thank you for bearing with us while we sorted out a few tech there. But we're live with myself and Mike, and this is Spirit Messages brought to you by the Academy of Mediumship, www.shanegadd.com. So we've got a few questions. What Sarah is going to do, Sarah's going to post you a link to be able to get inside the show so we can kind of have you on air live with us and we can start interacting with you guys. We have a few questions here that have come into the show already, so I'm going to have a look at them, and myself and Mike are going to work through them. Myself doing the messages and Mike doing the tarot. So the first question we've got up is from Gilly Star. Hi Gilly Star, if you're there, welcome to the show. Hi Shane, I would like to ask Spirit for advice regarding my spiritual and true life's path. Thank you for making it possible to ask these questions. So, advice regarding my spiritual and true life path. Okay, I'm going to make a link. Mike, do you want to start taking tarot cards?
Yeah. What's the name and what's the question? I had an echo then, and I've got rid of it.
No worries. Simple. It's yeah, no, it's all good. The person's name is Gillistar.
Okay.
And the question is advice regarding my spiritual and true life path.
Right. Okay.
So, okay, I'm going to make a link now. I'm going to make a link now to Spirit. Gillistar, I've got a sense of a lady coming through from Spirit. She's a very warm vibration, very warm energy, very, very kind of strong. She gives me the impression that when she was kind of on the earth plane, she kind of gives me this sense and this feeling that she was somebody that would have kind of been very grounded. Her feet are very much on the ground. They're very sure-footed. She gives me this impression and this feeling that even though I get this solidness with her, there is a sensitivity. She's a real sensitive person. She kind of gives me this feeling of compassion as well. I kind of believe that she's coming through on your dad's side. I'm kind of getting the sense that she's somebody that is around you often. She's given me this feeling that you're a daydreamer. She's given me this sense and feeling that you kind of like a lot of quiet around you. You're a highly creative person. What we're going to do is Sarah's going to take care of the questions as they come into the show, and we're kind of relay them. We're going to relay them, and we're going to kind of work with you. So I've kind of got this sense that you are kind of a very creative person as well. My absolute feeling on this is that you are absolutely, completely, totally a healer. There's no question about this. You seek the truth as well, so you know truth being very, very important to you. If this is resonating with you, Gillistar, do type away in the chat feed there. Sarah's going to relay me the chat feed, and at the same time she's going to she's working very hard to see if we can get you on air as well. In the chat feed there, next to the YouTube box there, in that chat feed there, and we're going to kind of interact with you. So yeah, I believe that you're a healer. You're a truth seeker as well. As I say, guys, bear with us. This is a new platform we're using. We're loving it, but we're getting to grips with it as well. I've also got a gentleman that's coming through from Spirit. I kind of sense and feel with him that he would have had pneumonia or breathing difficulties during the later part of his life as well. It gives me a sense of high. You do feel watched sometimes, so there is a sense of you feeling watched, and I do get the sense that he wakes you around 5-6 a.m. and I do get a sense of he's standing on top of the stairs, and his presence is very strong. He's very protective, is the feeling that he gives me. That's the spirit message I'm going to hand you over to Mike now, and Mike's going to read your tarot message as well. So I'm just going to hand you over to Mike.
Okay, as you can say with the Page of Pentacles, now is the time for learning. Spiritual messages will be coming in, because covering that card is this wonderful card, the Angel, and we can see that the Angel stands between the land and the sea. Significantly, that means that the Angel stands between this world and the heavenly spheres. And so now is a time for you to balance the light, and that light needs to come through you, and it will come into your emotions and fill you with love, because you have been feeling some anxiety around your well-being and your happiness. This is the Sun card, and it's a very positive card, but it's in a position of opposition, so it's been slightly blocked, which makes sense, and it's got something to do with your past. And this is interesting because this is the Eight of Swords. Sun in Gemini, again, is related to the Sun. So some type of opportunity or some type of pain in the past which has made you feel blocked and tied up. And so what we're seeing now is that you really need to get in touch with this angelic side in order to unlock this happiness and to unlock this knowledge from the Page of Pentacles. And you can see that you're in a reasonably good position to do this, because this is the Strength card. So I invite you to tap into that non-conceptual, intuitional side, the instinctual side that is happy and able to deal with life. Within your environment, you're vigilant. So you're kind of like preparing. The only thing that gets in the way is your anxiety. And you can see this, the Nine of Swords, and that's the only thing that does actually get in your way, because and it's all to do, I think, with this past, these feelings of restrictions, it's and this feeling of alienation with the Queen of Swords. So what I see that you're going to be doing is you're going to be getting in touch with this learning process. And in the near future, you're going to be going within inside yourself and trying some spiritual practices, and you're going to be brightening that light and getting in touch so that you can actually be a master within your own world. And I see that with the world being such a positive card, that things are going to kind of like broaden for you. And we have this wonderful card, which is the Three of Rods. And the Three of Rods, you can see that the man is looking out over the horizon, the ships are coming in. So through learning, it will bring you opportunities to expand. And that's what I see for you, expanding. And you're going to learn from the past, from the suffering that you've had in the past, and you will move forward. I would just say to you, you know, with regards to anxiety, do stuff which is so you can really relax. So try yoga, try meditation, because it's through relaxation that you can get in touch with your intuition, and those old limitations from the past start to fall away, and the light of the sun then starts to shine from the inside. Okay, that's me, Shane.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It's flowing. It's all flowing. We've got plenty questions coming into the show, which is all really good. So we've got plenty questions coming into the show. So the next question we've got is coming from let's have a look. Josephine Rock. Sarah's going to read it out for us.
Hi Shane, have had bad neck pain like choking between two doctors. Another one tomorrow. Will they find out, and will everything go well with moving into the new house?
Okay, so Josephine Rock, you've got problems there with your bad neck pain, like choking, been to the two doctors, another one tomorrow. They will find out, will everything go well with moving into the new house? All right, okay, so I've got a sense there, Mike's going to shuffle away, I've got a sense there of a gentleman coming in, from spirit. I get a feeling that it's a fatherly vibration. I've got this real sense of a fatherly, grandfatherly vibration that's coming close to you. First of all, I absolutely do sense that this move absolutely has been long overdue, long awaited, and really, really, really needed in many ways. You've gone through a real turbulent time. So you've gone for a real turbulent time. I mean, that turbulent time has not been easy, and it's really kind of stretched you. But at the same time, it's really kind of taught you a sense of patience. Um, throat, okay, sense of patience. It's really, really kind of stretched that patience to acceptance because you weren't able to control the situation around you. The grandfather vibration is very, very strong and very, very solid. No nonsense with him either. And he tells me that this move absolutely will flow. You know, there is a real feeling of it being very, very kind of comforting and very nurturing. Grandfather, thank you. Sarah's relaying the text chat to us as we move through the show. So he's a grandfatherly vibration, and this is what we felt he was. Very fatherly though, Josephine, as he comes close to you and as he connects to you, there's a real sense of him being very fatherly. So this move absolutely is one that is nourishing and nurturing and very much allowing you to decompress, because I get this feeling that you've been like so tight, your whole body has been really tight, and you've been holding on to a real past hurt where you were deeply kind of let down. The word he's using is kind of betrayed in many ways. So it's really, really hit you very hard. And as you go forward, you're recovering, you're letting go, and the body's kind of just relaxing and taking a big breath out. And this is a safe space that you're entering with this new home. And absolutely, is it the first safe space that you've had for some time? You know, you haven't felt safe for a while. There's been a lot of transitory movement, energy around you, and you've not known who to trust. This is a different chapter. Okay, I want to say to you, absolutely, this is your future is very different to your past. So I'm really strongly feeling that, you know, this is a beginning for you and you will heal. Do you know, it's a bit like this. This is it in a nutshell now. It's a bit like when you've been climbing a mountain, okay, and you get to the very top of that mountain and it all hits you, you know, and this is exactly what's happening, okay? So there's a real sense of exhaustion and releasing. So I know you're in good hands.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Sarah's just saying that you're saying yes, you can take that. So this platform's working well. 2 of us, 3 of us working with the questions as they come in. So just bear with us as we work our way through the show. So Josephine, I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to leave the love of spirit with you, guys. If this has made sense to you tonight, please feel free to leave some feedback on our psychic medium Shane Gadd page. That's via Facebook, and you will be able to kind of leave some feedback around the show and about the show.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to let Mike now read a card. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's working away on the admin, and Mike's going to read the card for you.
Okay, so very quickly, this move is good for you because, as you can see, this is the Oracle card, and it's blessed by the Holy Spirit, and it's connected with the family. Okay, and so I've been mixing 2 decks here. So we have, in the Hanson Roberts, we have self-mastery around the family. So this move is going to be good. As you can see, the craftsman is making the building nice, and it's going to be good for your family. Around some type of issue, okay, you've got this denial card. Now, I think there's something within your life, right, where you haven't been quite assertive enough. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is suggesting that you're learning lessons about sticking up for yourself and being assertive, not necessarily in a bad way, just speaking your mind truthfully, and saying what you feel rather than being guided by other people into situations you might not necessarily want. And you see, this is where things need to change. And when you change, right, and you'll find that the balance, the wonderful balance, and this is a divine teacher, the divine balance comes into your life, and you'll see this Queen of Cups in the Hanson Roberts. You'll start to become more like the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, very nurturing and very loving, and but with the balance card, she'll be able to speak out and say what she wants, and this is what brings that self-mastery to the situation. In general, the mystery is that you have grace in your life, so there's good things that are happening, and this is reinforced by the Page of Rods, so good news. So things are going well. Also, I would say this is who you are, and it's the devotion card. And devotion, again, would suggest a very caring, family-loving, orientated person. I would say about kind of like sticking up for yourself in a compassionate and a loving way is a useful thing, because you have the Seven of Swords, and so the Seven of Swords signifies a situation where you might not trust somebody. I think it's more to do with the self, that by not speaking out, you're not quite, you're letting yourself down. So when you don't speak your mind and you're not 100% honest, it steals some of your energy, because then you get into doing stuff and favours for people that you don't want to be doing stuff and taking up your time, and then you don't have that balance that we were speaking about at the beginning of the reading. So all in all, the movie is positive and it's auspicious. So it's looking good, and there's a little bit of advice on top of the movie.
Fantastic. We're in the flow. It's all working very well. So we've got some more questions. I've got a question that I'm going to spring on Mike now, for Mike to work with, and I'm going to then kind of come in on the back end, but I will kind of see what Spirit have got. So this question, Mike, is from Janine. Janine, welcome to the show. It's lovely to have you here. Janine would just like a general message, Mike. See what you feel and get there. I'm going to move on to Sharon's message, and then myself and Mike will swap over. It's just I don't want to kind of give too much away for Mike on this one, because I do know Janine. Sharon Miles. Okay, Sharon Miles. Would you ask Spirit if they can help me on what these drawings are about, please? I think this is a fascinating question, actually, Sharon. I've got a gentleman that's coming through from Spirit. I've got a fatherly vibration there straight away. So I've got this gentleman that's coming in. I've also got a very old, and I mean very, very old, what feels to be of Eastern origin, a very old man with white hair, and I can kind of feel this long white hair, and I've got this real calm presence. Okay, so he's kind of Eastern origin, this man, and the vibration of energy is very calm. It's very Zen-like. And I've got this sense of really long white hair and a very calm feeling. And I believe that he works with you and he's very much around you. And he's on about just sitting quietly and calmly and allowing your body to release and let go. He kind of shows me what feels to be a tea ceremony, very nice feeling with this, and this whole sense of doing everything kind of calmly, quietly, and slowly. He also gives me the feeling that your art and these drawings, you're tapping into, you're absolutely tapping into the other world, but you're also tapping onto into what feels to be the history of I kind of want to say man, in fact, you're kind of tapping into the history, and you're able to kind of extract it and pull it out, and it's coming through in your drawings and in your pictures. You are deeply empathic, so you absorb the environment around you. This guide and this gentleman has been there a very, very long time. You absolutely know, and you feel you're absolutely connecting to the other side. Some of the pictures and drawings that you've connected to are absolutely locked into history as well, so you're absolutely tapping into events that have happened. It kind of gives me a sense of kind of when you see it, it's kind of very much crystal clear, and it's kind of three-dimensional. And this guy's been there a very, very long time working with you. Sharon, I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to leave the lover spirit, and I've got a fatherly, grandfatherly vibration that's there also. A lot of fatherly presences around tonight. I think we're probably needing that sense of support and that solid structure, because he's talking about structure as well, and kind of containing and helping you focus as you go forwards. So I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to bring Mike on to work with Janine's message, and I'm going to kind of allow that to flow.
Sharon Miles says, I have gone goosebumps and I'm ice cold.
Sharon's just said to us, Mike, that she's gone goosebumps and she's gone ice cold. Thank you for that lovely feedback. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah's working away and pulling the information. Yes, thank you. Sharon, thank you very much. Sarah's working away.
Okay.
I'm pulling the information. So, Mike, if you're ready for Janine,
Message for Janine. Okay, this is yourself. You're in a position of advantage. This card is Mars in Leo, so there's been some kind of like it's been a bit hot. You're in a position where there's a kind of like a fight over identity, but you've been winning it. However, I would say that you have a tendency to see the cups that have been spilt rather than the ones behind your head. So even though you're in a position of advantage, the advice is very much for you to take a step back and to look at things objectively. The hangman always talks about objectivity. And so you need to be objective, and maybe you need to suspend some of those opinions and see the good things in life. However, you have been in a position of advantage. You might feel that it's been a bit of a battle. So you kind of like, as you can see with the chap, this guy who was saying is like Mars in Leo, Mars being a forthright, aggressive planet, Leo being all to do with self-expression. You might feel that you want to take a back seat and just chill out. And as you can see, this knight is taking a rest in the sanctuary, and this is a card of meditation and quieting the mind. What I feel is that this whole situation that we've talked about so far might have something to do with this guy, the Knight of Swords. I think the Knight of Swords, it tends to be traditionally associated astrologically with Taurus and Gemini on the cusp, but it could be a man, an air sign, definitely Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, possibly Gemini, a little bit kind of like split personality, a little bit argumentative. What I need to tell you about is these two cards that have come up. These two cards are quite important. Our memory tends to distort things, and this is the Six of Cups, and this is all to do with memory. Sun in Scorpio, right? Memory tends to distort things, and we can see things through rose-coloured glasses. What you need to do is learn to be objective, as the hangman is, so that you can see the positive things in life, as we discussed with the Five of Cups, rather than looking at the ones that are spilt. grab the cup behind your head, which is full. You are in a position of advantage, and it is a case of learning from the past. Eight of Pentacles, this is a Virgo card. And by learning from the past, you may find that you learn in such a way, with this being a Virgo card, that you can be of service to other people. But now is a time to really kind of like reflect, I feel, and to be objective.
Fantastic. All good. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. I hope you all are enjoying the show. I hope your messages are helping. I hope they're making sense as we unfold the show. It's all good. It's all good. So we've got a question from Nancy, I believe. Sarah's going to get Nancy's question for us, and we'll be on our way. So this is for Nancy Wilson. I hope you're still with us, Nancy.
My question is, was my decision correct regarding a relationship today, and was my intuition correct and clear?
Nancy's question is, was my
decision correct regarding a relationship today?
Was my decision correct regarding my relationship today? Was my intuition
correct and clear?
Clear and correct. So, okay, let's get a link. Mike, have you got that? Was Nancy's decision regarding a relationship today correct? Was her instinct clear and correct? Absolutely is my feeling. I've got a strong yes to that. My feeling straight away, Nancy, is a strong yes. Yet again, I've got a gentleman that's coming through from Spirit. I can't fathom tonight how many gentlemen are coming through. Normally it's ladies that are coming through, but tonight we've got one after another gentleman coming through from Spirit. A grandfatherly vibration with him. I've got breathing difficulties. I've got chest pains with him. I can't breathe is the feeling I've got with him. He holds a tightness in the chest area as he comes close to you, Nancy. He was whispering in your ear, by the way. He was really letting you know what's what. You've had to say no, you've had to be very clear, you've had to be very straight, and you've had to be absolutely very, very blunt. He's a lovely man. He keeps on giving me the initial A as well, being very, very important as he comes through. And I'm also getting the name Albert. That name comes in very, very strongly. Very, 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 very strongly is the feeling that I've got with him. But he says, yes, you're absolutely right and you are correct. Thank you, Liz. We've just been shown your comments there, and we've got some from Nancy as well. Okay. Okay. The Facebook post about being sensitive was perfect. And is my temper an issue? No, I think that it's to do with asserting boundaries. That's what's going on for you, Nancy. You're asserting very, very, very strong boundaries. So you're kind of really pushing away those things that is not right or not kind of correct for you. So you kind of really the pendulum swinging the opposite way. So it's over asserting your boundaries, but it will come into balance. Okay.
Janine says thank you to Mike.
Janine says thank you, Mike, for your message.
Rena has a question. So Gemini are split and like to fight. It's a question to Mike.
Okay, we'd get that question in a moment. I'll just finish up where we are.
Oh, sorry.
Finish up where we are. It's all good. So Nancy, I'm going to kind of leave that with you, but absolutely, was you correct and right? My feelings. I'm going to allow Mike to share his message with you and the tarot, and then we'll work our way through the other questions.
Okay, Well, this is where we're at the moment, Hierophant. And so this is a case of you feeling that you have to be quite firm. And there's nothing wrong with that. And by all means, it's time for you to speak your mind. What I feel is with the decision that you've made, because this is how you feel, this is the centre of the reading, we have this old chap, the Five of Cups, that's come up. And that's all to do with, as you can see, the spilled cups. So you've taught, you've opened your mouth, and it's almost as if, no, it's almost as if I have to open my mouth, I have to speak about this. I feel strongly about this, almost religiously strong, because it's the Hierophant that I have to tell the truth. But it's not a winning situation for you because it has mixed blessings, but you have to see the positive in it. So what I would advise you to do, we have the Four of Swords. I would advise you just to kind of like now let things settle, take a back seat, relax. The key to this is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is the Grail card. It's a wonderful card. You can see these four streams of water coming down, which signify the four streams in Eden. And this is all to do with you tapping into that sense of divine love. If you're assertive and you speak the truth, but you do it from a place of love, the other side will feel it. They may be upset for a short while, but they'll calm down. And so I think the only thing that needs to change is you was right to speak, but you need to kind of like see the positive side of how that truth is going to bring in. You see these boats on the horizon. It's going to bring in something into your life which is a positive and is beneficial. The Three of Rods is the Sun in Aries. Aries is a card of kind of like new beginnings, and the Sun is positive. So in the long run, it's a case of kind of like letting things settle. What you've said is being taken on board, and it will be okay. The key to this is, with this particular subject, come from a place of love. Don't allow yourself to be dogmatic. That's the reading.
Wow, fantastic. I'm just going to read through some of the feedback we've got, Mike, as well. Okay, Liz, thank you for that. I think you've raised a really interesting point, Liz. Fatherly spirits, she goes on to say, fatherly spirits, the supportive structure needed at this time, perhaps. I kind of really agree with that. It's some real solid fatherly presences that are coming through, and there's this sense of creating solid structure. So I really kind of feel that a lot of the messages we've been sharing tonight are about kind of assertiveness, that male energy again, assertiveness and solidness, structure and grounding. So I think absolutely that resonates, Liz, a lot. Love to get you on the show somewhere, Liz, that's for sure, and offering some of your magic. Liz is one of the academy teachers, going to be teaching at a conference next year as well, and sharing some of her wisdom as we go forward. So it's lovely to have you around, Liz. Really lovely. Nancy goes on to share with us, Mike, that she did a meditation, that you took us on a warrior journey and picked up a heart and a key, and you unlocked her heart. So a beautiful meditation there, unlocking the heart.
That's what the Tarot Master's here to do.
Unlocking it all. It's all good. Let's have a look, see what other questions we've got as we work our way down. Okay, nice feedback, guys. Thank you very much. Donna, if you can retype your question, Sarah will pick it up now. She will pick it up now. So if you want to retype your question, and then me and Mike will have a look at that.
We had a question about Gemini, didn't we, as well?
Yeah, Caprina was saying, I've got it here, I believe.
Hi, Caprina. I can't see any text whatsoever on
No,
this.
no. Sarah's got it fed through. It's all good.
Good job.
Gemini are split. So Gemini are split and like to fight. Is that correct?
They're pretty difficult. They're pretty difficult to work out. I had a mate who was a Gemini, right? And he was the soundest guy, but he had a little bit of an immature side to him. Now, with regards to that previous reading that we were talking about, we were saying that the Knight of Swords could have been most likely of three houses, either Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. As I was saying, Gemini, they're multitaskers, but they can be a touch kind of like they're the most soundest people in the world, but they can be a bit strange as well. You know, it's like there's two of them in there. Now, the other two candidates it could have been was either Aquarius or Libra. Aquarius is that a more inventive, quirky sign, a bit mad. And Libra, they're quite a balanced sign, but they know how to manipulate people. So that's who the Knight of Swords was most likely to be. The Golden Dawn attributed the Knight of Swords to the Taurus Gemini cuts. So more kind of like on the Gemini side, I feel.
Fantastic. Caprina was saying she was just pulling your leg. It wasn't a question, but you've definitely answered it, Mike, which is all good. Nancy goes on to say that in her meditation that old patterns and birds fell away. Binds, sorry. Fell off her heart. So old patterns and binds fell away.
You know what that means? That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's very, very powerful indeed. Christine Rich. Shane, did you see my question? I've been stressed out today with family and work. Any spirit messages for me? Okay, brilliant. So, okay, let's have a look at that. That's Christine Rich. Okay, Christine, let's just go and have a link to Spirit and see who's there. All right, I've got a lady coming through. There's a change for the pace this evening. There's a lady coming through from Spirit. She gives me a sense of a Cancer vibration. So I'm feeling this Cancer energy with this lady. It was very, very rapid, or seemed to be, and really, really harsh. You know, it would have kind of lets this lady tore through her. She's very much a strong vibration of energy around you. She's very inspirational. She would have dug very deep, very, very deep in life. Okay, so she would have dug very, very deep in life and would have been kind of a led by example. She absolutely would have led by example. She gives me this impression and this feeling, you know, when you say you've been stressed out today, this is kind of nothing new. I'll explain to you. This has been leading to breaking point or crisis point. Okay, so it's been leading to breaking point or crisis point. You know, there's been a real feeling that you kind of get into the end of your tether with all of this. But the thing is, with breaking point or crisis point, things can kind of break down to be rebuilt. Okay, it gets to the end, it blows up, it breaks, a bit similar to the Tower in the tarot cards. Okay, so you've got this kind of imploding and this dissolving, and I really do feel that you are 5 minutes away from that crisis a lot of the time. Okay, what you tend to do is find a strength. Okay, I just don't know. Okay, you just don't know about the lady in Spirit, or you don't know what's been said. I'm going to carry on because Spirit seems to be in the flow. You're very much, you know, at the edge of that. And what you tend to do is kind of, because you've got a resilience and you've got a strength, you carry on regardless. Yes, all right, you're just saying back to me, yes, okay. You carry on regardless, and you find the strength to keep going. But actually, in fact, you're on the edge of it all kind of coming to a head. I kind of feel that everything needs to be reevaluated. You can't be all things to all people, and you absolutely need to start saying no. I believe that's a very hard thing for you to say. I don't believe that that is easy for you. I really don't believe. Yes, okay, the lady in spirit. Can you take the lady in spirit, Christine? Can you take her? A yes or a no? I'll wait for you to kind of get back to us. Okay, I'm gonna carry on. Um, I really, 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 really do feel that you need to start saying no and place those boundaries in. I mean, the lady in spirit, I'd be surprised if you can't take her because she feels very strong. Okay, there you go. You just come back to me and you said we're dead on, so we're spot on. Thank you. That's why I knew I was going to carry on because I feel the lady so strongly that I can't make her any different to what she is. You're dead on. No, yeah, I understand. Brilliant, fantastic. Well, she's very much with you. She's very much encouraging you, and she says to you, no, you have to stop and you have to reevaluate. You don't know who she is. Well, she's on your mum's side, but the information you've got, you absolutely know and can take. Yes, she's absolutely on your mum's side, and she's bold as brass. Okay, she would have led by example. She also gives me the initial M, and also I am picking up on the name Margaret as well. So I'll leave that with you, and I'm going to leave the love of spirit with you as well, and I'm going to let Mike finish off the message. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mike.
Is it Christine? And could I ask what star sign she is?
Yep, we're asked what star sign she is, Christine, and what star sign. So we let you know that, Mike, as it comes into the show.
And would you just read me a text again so I can really kind of. I have a very interesting reading here. I just want to link it with what she said earlier on. So if we could just repeat that little text that she sent us.
Brilliant, fantastic. Liz is picking up on stuff as well. Okay, Christine is a Taurus, Mike.
Okay.
Another Taurus in your life, my friend. And her question was that she's been feeling really stressed out today at home and at work.
Yeah. Right, okay.
And Margaret, okay, Mike, I said Margaret. Margaret was her grandmother. Fantastic.
Oh, lovely.
We were bang on.
You're always right, Shane.
Well, I don't know about that, but 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. That's good. That's very good.
Oh, good. I'll leave that with you. I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised with Jupiter in Gemini, Eight of Swords, feelings of restriction. And as you can see, this lady, she's blindfolded, she's tied up, and she doesn't know what to do. And her kingdom is behind her. Now, this is a card of psychological suffering that is caused by the imagination. Usually it's about worrying about things so much so that you feel tied up. And this is you. And this is interesting. The Seven of Pentacles. This is Saturn in Taurus. So you're taking stock. You can see the man's been working very hard. He looks very tired. He's taking stock of his life, and you're saying, are the things in my life what I want? I feel you don't have the. I feel there's some wonderful things in your life and around you and about to come. The question is, do you have the confidence to take those opportunities? The Four of Cups suggests, and as you can see, there's a cup being handed to the gentleman. It's an opportunity, and he's looking away. This card was attributed as the Lord of blended pleasure. So it's kind of like a person that knows there's good things in their lives, but they sort of feel this kind of like in limbo and unable to move. And I think it is because of this kind of like Taurian card you've got. You're taking stock and you want to take the best chances. I'm going to say to you that, and you got some wonderful cards, and I'm going to show you them. This card, the Strength card, this is saying you're going to have to trust your instincts on this one. You know what the answers are, and you're really going to have to go with your instincts, because when we go with his instincts, what we feel is right for us, there's a reason why it's feeling right, and it's because it slots in nicely with who we are and our personalities. And it's, again, maybe it's the case you're not speaking out, and this is why you're feeling all tied up and blindfolded and not being able to see the direction. Okay, these wonderful cards you have. We have the Ace of Rods, which is there's a fantastic new idea happening around you, and you're going to take it because the opportunity is there for you to take the ideas. I have to say that when you've taken stock of the situation, when you've been true to yourself and you've had the strength to act so on the situation in order to remedy it, then you will find that you're in a position of the Ten of Cups. You will feel relieved. The Ten of Cups is a happy card, and as you can see, the rainbow always shines. It's a sign. It turns up in the Bible after the Great Flood, and it basically means great happiness after some period of suffering. And as we saw, this is the two suffering cards you had, which was the Eight of Swords, and this one where you're taking stock and you don't know what the heck is happening in your life. You have to go with your instinct. You have the strength to sort this out. You can't let your mind be telling you stuff that's not really true. If you're worrying about things that are irrelevant, you're going to be tying yourself up in knots. You have to see those opportunities and you have to take them. You have to be strong enough to do that. That's the reading.
Hey, fantastic. Well, I'm just going to have a look through some of the questions. We're going to take a card for the room, Mike. Do you want to prepare a card for the room? Because we're nearly at the end of the show. Caprina's just going. Bye, Caprina. Take care. As always, a pleasure to have you around. I'm going to make some announcements now, if I may. Those of you that have enjoyed the show tonight, you will find that we're going to use Google Plus as a new platform for these shows. They are going to be weekly. So they're going to be weekly. As many of you know, we're coming to the end of our academy term. Both Sarah and I and the academy team are taking a long, well-earned break. Sarah and I are on a cycling challenge. Devon Coast to Coast Cycle Challenge. So we're going to take a break, and the office is going to be shut until late September. September the 26th, we have a special edition show with Barry Martin, the author of the Heaven series, the 26th of September. So we'll be back, and then we'll be doing our weekly shows. You will always find the show details on Psychic Medium Shane Gadd Facebook page. They'll always be advertised there, okay? Do tell people, do share that, because we were using the Spreecast platform, but we found something that's more compatible to the Academy needs, okay? Websites of importance are www.shanegadd.com. Do sign up to a newsletter. There'll be no newsletters until late September. You will be able to follow our Devon Coast to Coast Cycle Challenge as well via Psychic Medium Shane Gadd. So I'm going to let Mike close the show with the tarot card for the room. Also, I've got some feedback from Mike as well. Christine Rich goes on to say, Mike, that you are right and you are correct. Brilliant job. Yeah, she's really, really appreciative. She says, thank you so much, Mike. And Sharon Miles goes on to say, you were brilliant. Brill, you were awesome. Nancy goes on to say it's fun, and Liz says he's amazing, everyone. So fantastic feedback. You guys make the show what it is, and I'm going to allow Mike to read the tarot card message for the room.
Okay. I would like to invite everybody to imagine themselves that they are the King of Pentacles. Can you see this beautiful card? It signifies success. Not only does it signify success within the material realm and about being successful with our resources and with our time and enjoying life, it signifies us connecting with an ascendant sense of consciousness so that we become like Christ-like and our cups become full and abundant and we become happy. So connect with the ascendant consciousness, the highest of the high consciousness, live from that place, live from a place of success, and no matter what the universe throws at you, it will be dealt with in a way which is successful, positive, and as my best friend Sarah likes to say, from a position of optimism. So this wonderful card, King of Pentacles, you can see is sat on the flowers and there's the baskets of fruit. He's holding this gold pentacle, this coin. It is a card of success. Hold that success in your heart. Be it, live it, know it.
Fantastic. What a show, what a show, what a show. So what a great way to start with our new platform here at Google+. What a great show. As I say, you can follow us at Psychic Medium Shane Gadd via Facebook, all the w's.shanegadd.com. Please do watch out for a Facebook page for future shows. They're going to be always weekly. Normally on a Wednesday, special shows running on a Friday. Next special show is going to be with Barry Martin, all through the Heaven series, myself and Mike. And we look forward to seeing you the other side of Academy term break. Do sign up to our newsletter as well and keep you right up to date with what's happening at the Academy. A big thank you to Sarah, as always, that takes care of all our IT. Sarah has been really fine-tuning our Google platform, and it's been really hard work, but she absolutely is a star, keeping all the questions flowing. And big thanks to Mike, Academy teacher. Last note I want to leave you all with is Academy Conference. Next October, a little way off, but we are holding Academy Conference International, allowing all of our students, those people that follow the show internationally, to come to a 3-day seminar with some of the top Academy teachers. Doing workshops. We've got an Academy dinner, awards evening, a demonstration of mediumship with the top Academy teachers, William T, William G, Liz, Michael, my dad, William G, and we've got some outsourced teachers as well who specialise in their field. So a 3-day action-packed event at Academy Conference. So I'm going to leave that all with you. I'm just going to leave some closing thoughts here. Lots of thank yous have come into the show. Brilliant, fantastic, guys. We see you all very, very soon. Thank you very much, Mike, aka the Tarot Master.
Tarot Master's here to help.
Brilliant.
Thank you, everybody. Brilliant show.
Brilliant, guys. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.